Hey there, my name is Doster, and today I'd just like to share a few quick thoughts around YouTube. YouTube is an amazing expression of cultural information and cultural expression at large. There's many things that you can discover from so many walks of life and different perspectives and different experiences that people are having all around the world. And there really is no end to the amazing stuff that you can find. Now, YouTube has changed over the years. YouTube, when it first began, was this glorious thing where you could find so much and you could discover so much, and it seemed fresh, it seemed real, it seemed raw, and there were so many things that could be celebrated about it. Now, of course, it's been infiltrated by the big corporations and media and advertising and profiteering and marketing and all the rest of it, and it's very much driven down to something that's appealing to base needs. And it's got a toxic side and it's got a good side, and like all things, it's a matter of human consciousness. It's a matter of what is it that you're getting out of life? What is it that you're drawing, what's being drawn forth in you? Now, I found that after a certain time, I had to move away from YouTube. I had to actually listen to more long-form talks and less things that were visual and things that were more audio. I had to do things that would cognitively stimulate my mind rather than visually in terms of flash screen content. Doggy, what you doing? You going down there? Or you want to sit over there now? Okay, Doggy's listening to me. It's actually very cute to have him sit and just watch. So, yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I found my involvement with YouTube moving more and more towards more intellectual, more educational sort of things. And eventually I got to the point where I couldn't actually do YouTube anymore. I had to read books. I had to go and meditate and do retreats. I had to do groups. I had to travel. I had to move away from it. Now, my thirst for all those things and my opening towards all those things and my understanding of how important those things were actually started with YouTube, right? It started with coming into contact with these different ideas. So in a sense, I owe it to YouTube. But we all have to move on, right? It's a question of how much is your journey and evolving? How much does it unfold into a new life? And if you're really evolving, your tastes change, your habits change, your environment changes, your whole life situation completely changes. So this talk right here that I'm having now is a kind of calling forth in you to take that next step, to actually evolve and move on from where you're at. So if you feel like you're stuck in a rut, if you feel like you're in a repetition, if you feel like you want something more juicy and you don't know quite how to get out of that habit of being on YouTube and watching videos or even making videos, then this is the next step for you. What you can do is go ahead and enroll in one of my online courses. My favorite course is probably the one on time travel. So you can learn time travel. We look at perception dynamics, we look at introspection, we look at vision, we look at lucid dreaming, we look at non-location experiencing, active imagination. There are guided meditations. We do different theories of time, metaphors of time, right? It's a jam-packed course full of educational, personal development, and spiritual development stuff, right? It is absolutely jam-packed. You can watch the preview video for free. Udemy has a 30-day money-back guarantee. And I've got over 12,000 students on Udemy, right? And you can see that it's got at the time of recording, it's got a 4.92 star rating out of 5. So very highly rated. And the reason I got involved in Udemy was because I wanted to share my knowledge and my teachings and my processes on a platform where people were interested in the education. They were interested in that next step. They were interested in getting away from just entertainment, right? YouTube can be educational, but it really is just entertainment, largely speaking, right? I'm competing on YouTube with the entertainment crowd. So to go across to Udemy is to actually take that step away from just overstimulation and more towards having an interest in what's more wholesome, what's more interesting to you, what's going to bring you more of that juice, right? Momentary like cognitive stimulants that are just flashing before your eyes are not really going to bring you that deep sense of satisfaction. Time travel can, right? If you learn time travel, that's literally stepping into your time and place on this planet, in this cosmos, right? It's existential. And it really opens up every aspect of your life, your whole sense of what it means to be in a place. So I have found a lot of frustration with how toxic YouTube is. As a small-time creator, I've been very much taken advantage of, putting so much work in and getting nothing out of it in a sense. And, I don't have any complaints, right? I'm not the sort of guy that really complains much. I just move on and get up and get out with it. And one of the things that I'm really proud of with Udemy is this course on time travel. That's really something that is quite amazing. So if that's piqued your interest, if that's a good introduction, go and watch the preview videos. There's also a sample of non-location experiencing. We do a guided visualization. I do usually say that if you're going to do one of my courses, you want to have at least some experience with meditation, usually about 2 years experience with meditation. So it's not entirely for beginners, but if you feel you're still a beginner and you want to jump in the deep end, that's fine as well. That would be great. Don't say no to anyone, I say. So go ahead, check it out, enroll in the course. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to seeing you there.